Are you ready to leave the guesswork behind and step into 2025 with confidence in your health? So this week I wanted to dive into how to reflect on your progress, set achievable wellness goals, and use powerful tools to track and transform your journey. So imagine knowing exactly where you stand and taking actionable steps to not only reduce inflammation, but boost your energy and feel your best. This episode is all about ending the year strong and starting the next one even stronger. Let's begin 2025 and make it your healthiest year ever. Hey friend, welcome to Gut Fix. Are you ready to finally get rid of those debilitating digestive symptoms? Do you catch yourself staying up late Googling things like, what can I eat? Or how do I stop a flare? Or maybe you're just lying awake wondering, how did this ever happen to me? I'm Wendy, and I've been exactly where you are, desperately searching for answers, but determined to find natural solutions. And like you, I was overwhelmed by all the conflicting information out there and unsure of what might really work for me. And so now in this podcast, I'm here to share with you what I've learned, how to listen to your body's signals, and uncover the common mistakes that might be standing in the way of your healing. So grab your favorite drink, pop in your earbuds, and let's dive into your health transformation together. It's time to take control of your health and start 2025 with clarity and purpose. Begin by understanding where you are today so that you can take intentional steps forward. So whether it's improving your energy, reducing inflammation, or simply feeling like yourself again, I'm here to help. Check out the link in the show notes below or go to bit.ly/balance, that's bit.ly/balance, to get started with a simple test that gives you the insights you need for lasting change. Let's make this next year your year to thrive. Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Gut Fix. Can you believe another year has just flown by? 2024 is coming to an end and we are jumping into 2025. It seems like just yesterday I was rocking out to that song, now I'm really showing my age, to that song, We're Gonna Party Like It's 1999. Holy smokes, where did the time go? Anyway, so I wanted to take a moment to pause and reflect and celebrate on how far you've come in your health journey. It doesn't matter if you've gone inches or you've gone miles in your health journey. You need to celebrate those wins. And so when you think about what a win could be, it could be something as small as you've decided to clean up your food and you've started with just that. Even if it's one meal a day, cleaning up that one meal a day, that's a win. You can always build on it. Or maybe it's a big win. Maybe it's more like you have really cleaned up your diet. You've gotten your sleep regimen down. You are exercising like a champion and you've got your stress under control. Whatever it is, you need to celebrate those wins. And any challenges that you've had along the way, look at those as lessons learned. So, we can always learn. I can remember a great quote from one of my coaches that he said, you may lose, but you never lose the lesson, right? So there's always something that you can learn from it and build on it. And so ask yourself a couple of questions. So if you were to think back to the beginning of this year, January of 2024, if you can go back that far and remember that far back, or maybe your journey just started a couple of months ago. But what is your energy level now compared to what it was then, whether that was January or just a couple of months ago? And then think about how or what has been something that you've done consistently, a healthy habit, just anything. Maybe it's going to bed on time or at the same time every night, or maybe it's eating your protein, your fats, and your carbohydrates at every meal. Whatever it is, just think about what you've done that's been consistent. Because again, this is what you're going to build on. We're always going to improve. And then think back to one area of your health that you'd like to improve in 2025. And so, there's so many things that you could focus on there, but just what is it for you that you really want to improve in 2025? For me, it is going to be getting consistent with my exercise. So I walk my dogs twice a day, every day. That's great. I'm outside. I'm walking dogs, but I want to get more consistent with, okay, the dogs are gone. Now I want to really go for a power walk, right? And I also want to incorporate some weights in there too. So that's my goal starting 2025. So think about what is that area for you that you want to focus on? Diet, rest, exercise, or stress management. And then, start setting goals for yourself, just like we do in business. So we're always at the beginning of the year setting new goals for the upcoming year, for the upcoming quarter, whatever it is. And your health goals should be just like your business goals. There should be those SMART goals. If you're familiar with that term, you'll know immediately what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's, making sure that they are specific, making sure that they're measurable, achievable, relevant, and they're time bound. So here are a couple of examples of some meaningful health goals that you could set for yourself. So maybe it's that you want to improve your sleep quality. So what specifically are you going to do to improve that sleep quality? How are you going to measure it? Is that achievable from where you are right now? Is it relevant? And what's the time frame that you want it done in? Another example could be reducing inflammation and your fatigue. And again, making sure that, how specifically are you going to do that? How will you measure it? Is it achievable? Is it relevant? And what is the time bound and what is the time frame that you want to do that in? And another one could be that you want to prioritize regular health check-ins or running a lab. Maybe it's every quarter you want to run a lab and just see where everything is, where you are, because you don't know how to improve if you don't know where you're starting from, right? And so, one of the easiest ways to kickstart your health journey in 2025 is just by knowing where you're starting from. And it could be something like your omega balance. Are your omegas in balance? Do you have the proper recommended 3-to-1, 3 omega-6 for every 1 omega-3? And because that we know, or if you've listened to any of my past episodes, you know that if you have too many omega-6s, that causes chronic inflammation. If you have chronic inflammation, that can lead to chronic disease, and it affects your overall health. When you get those omegas in balance, you're going to be amazed at how much better you feel overall, but you're doing something for your long-term health as well. And so, I would encourage you to think about what it is that you are going to do. What is your goal? What is your goal for the upcoming 2025? And maybe it's just for the first quarter, like I said, and maybe you want to do one for each quarter. Maybe you want to start with diet in the first quarter and rest in the second quarter and exercise in the third quarter and managing your stress in the fourth quarter. But just think about what it is that where you want to go, and make sure that they are SMART goals for you. And so, this is kind of a short episode, but I just wanted to touch on moving forward and getting healthy and building on what you've already accomplished so far this year, and just use that as building blocks. Go back and the challenges that you've had, build on those, take those lessons and move forward with it. 2025 is a fresh start. And, honestly, though, the work does begin right now. So again, take those lessons from this past year and turn them into action. So if you want to grab a test that you can find where your foundation for your healthiest year yet, you can find a link in the show notes and click on that, or you can go to bit.ly/balance. That's bit.ly/balance. And if there's anything else that you're looking for, send me an email. You can always go to my website, wendyhandy.com, and shoot me an email from there. In the meantime, have a very happy, healthy holiday season, and I can't wait to see what you've got in store for 2025. Bye for now. Hey friend, I hope today's episode brought you some real value. If it did, would you take just 30 seconds to share it with a friend who might be struggling to get her gut in check? And if you're feeling extra generous, leave me a review on Apple. It absolutely lights me up knowing that this podcast is making a difference for you. All right, it's time for me to grab my protein shake and get my gut happy. I'll see you back here next Tuesday for another episode of Gut Fix. And until then, stay happy and stay healthy.